God save the King!
The Princess of Wales confronted a catch-22 situation that pits the Windsor's strict subculture towards her very own imaginative and prescient of a contemporary monarchy. A murmur of expectation runs through the halls of Buckingham and the newsrooms of the British press. This is not about a new scandal. However, as an alternative, a deeply full-size choice that will define the future of the crown. The protagonist is younger Prince George. However, the architect of his future has been his mother, Kate Middleton. The preference of academic organisation for the inheritor to the throne has marked a real turning point. An inner debate inside the Wales household that has stored royal observers on edge. Although the choice may also appear predictable, it comes after a lengthy deliberation that exhibits the tensions between dynastic obligation and the wish for extraordinary life. Kensington Palace continues a sepulchral silence, as is familiar in non-public royal matters. However, the British press, citing sources shut to the family, has demonstrated what many suspected: Prince George will comply within his father and grandfather's footsteps. The stability has eventually tipped towards the most deeply rooted tradition, a preference that hasn't been free from inside controversy and that has highlighted the splendid have an impact on of the Princess of Wales. Tradition prevails. George will go to Eton. According to retailers like People and the Mail on Sunday, Prince George will start his research at the prestigious Eton College at age 13. This institution, headquartered in 1440 via King Henry VI, is extra than simply a boarding school. It is the cradle of top ministers, world leaders, and, crucially, British royalty. Prince William and Prince Harry have been skilled inside its ancient walls, making this step a nearly inescapable ceremony of passage for a future monarch. The preference of Eton, simply minutes from his family's house at Adelaide Cottage, ensures household closeness. However, additionally immerses the younger prince in an solely male and elite environment. For the monarchy, the selection reinforces a message of continuity and stability. Sources shut to the household say that King Charles III has acquired the information with fantastic satisfaction, seeing in his grandson the reflection of a legacy that endures. Nevertheless, it mustn't be forgotten that the modern-day King of England had a very hard time in the course of his continue to be at Eton due to the fact he used to be a sufferer of bullying. Such practices have been widespread, and the boarding faculty issued an apology in 2024. The Eton equipment is already in action to welcome its most illustrious student, getting ready in surroundings that, whilst demanding, is accustomed to defending the privacy of royalty. Kate's debate: Marlborough as a modern-day alternative. What makes this selection so large isn't always the ultimate outcome, however the course that led to it. Kate Middleton, as the British press has explained, fought an inside war and, possibly, with her husband. The Princess of Wales had hoped her son ought to have an academic trip comparable to hers at Marlborough College, a co-educational boarding college recognized for its extra-liberal and present-day approach. In the end, she wasn't in a position to spoil protocol, or alternate that phase of public opinion did desire. Kate thrived at Marlborough, and surroundings that contrasted with her hard preceding journey at an all-girls school. And she desired her son to have a much less stifling and elitist atmosphere. This catch-22 situation flawlessly represents the duality of the Wales family. On one hand, their responsibility to maintain an historical institution; on the other, their efforts to modernize it and make it extra approachable. The opportunity that all three siblings, George, Charlotte, and Louis, ought to attend a co-educational faculty like Marlborough together. According to experts, this was once a choice Kate valued greatly, not solely for household unity, however also to lighten the safety burden of defending the princes in unique locations. However, the weight of almost 600 years of records and the future of a future king have been decisive factors. This step will mark the first educational separation of the siblings, a bittersweet second for a household that has proven amazing solidarity at all times. While George prepares for the rigor of Eton, his siblings will proceed at the extra blissful Lambrick School.